for the previous stream, getting sort of frozen. I got a spam phone call, I clicked it off, and screen froze. I couldn't get it back. So anyway, I'm back. Go check the Oscars channel. Kennedy is on a video talking about women in film. She's presenting a science and achievement something Oscar to women in animation. And the ratio, you see, the ratio right now is 5,200 dislikes to 66 likes. 66 likes. The comments are unbelievable. I've left 2. They're unbelievable. There aren't even people who like her jumping into the comments. None. So it kind of makes you wonder who or what was behind the Fire Gina Carano trending shit on Twitter. I think it was probably people with bot accounts. And it's very easy to have 100 accounts start a trending thing on Twitter. Twitter's not the real world. In fact, the guys on Midnight's Edge, they're still going, were saying that they think that there should be like a health warning when you go on Twitter every day. There should be a health warning. I am shocked, though, by this. I would think someone with her popularity would at least have someone come in, white knighting her, Sir Galahading her, and they're not. I gotta check and see my dog. He's got his orange soccer ball. I'm gonna leave him out for a while, unless he freaks out and then he gets to go back into his thing. It's really fascinating to me. It's glorious. But what does it say? What does it say? It says Disney's in trouble with Lucasfilm. She's out of control. She's crazy. She doesn't have any idea just the bad shit she's pulled. You know, that's interesting, but, that's interesting, Carl. I like to say yes, but my heart says no. Maybe Disney did it. Maybe they're trying to tell her to leave. The fact that she is part of the Oscar nominated, that she's part of that board, and everything. They probably said, do you want to hand this one out? It's an Oscar that no one gives a shit about. It's not like she's handing out Best Actress, Best Picture, Best Foreign Picture, la-di-da. It's basically an Oscar no one gives a shit about, and which I'm sorry to say, but movies right now tend to have a lot of special effects, even ones that don't need them, tend to have animation and stuff added to them where they need it, and it's a very important area. The technology is very important, especially now, but they're not important to the general public. So they put her there, they put her on YouTube, they've still got the comments up, they still have got the dislikes up, which I find fascinating. I find that fascinating. Tomorrow morning, if it's still up, well, the boat just didn't link a plug to Kari. It's sinking. Hi, Story Man Jack. My gosh, I haven't seen you here before, I don't think. She even says fade in. Oh, I left 2 comments. I gave it a thumbs down. I ran happily. Fuck you, bitch. She has to go. Look at this. You can't sit there and say, she's popular, that she did the right thing. My God. The fans hate her. I'm saying this, I'll say this again. Her husband, needs to take her aside and say, Kathleen, this is over. Can't do this anymore. you're getting pummeled in the public. This is the real world. This is, I don't know. I mean, it could be, to be honest. Disney holds a lot of sway. Well, I think you're a great lurker story, man. I've seen you around in other places too, so thanks. Thanks for commenting and thanks for stopping by. I thank everybody for coming by. But this is, Disney has a lot of pull. And Iger could have said, tell him to leave it up. It's, again, an open secret in Hollywood that she fucked up Star Wars. That she's fucked up. She's a failure. She can't do anything. So the idea that it is I gotta check my dog. Don't you chew on that turtle. Okay, now he's out here. Get out of the kitchen. Come on, man. Go. Oh shit, can you hear him? Here. Wanna see him? Go, Jack. Wanna say hi? Wanna say hi? So anyway, yeah, this is Kathy Kennedy's most fierce enemy right there. Playing soccer with his ball. He's so cute. He's probably the smartest animal we've ever owned, except for maybe my horse. Anyway, I would say that maybe Disney did set her up. Maybe the Bobs did set her up. But she has to see, you can't deny it. Oh, I know. He weighs, 2 weeks ago he weighed 91. I bet you he weighs about 100 now. He eats a lot of food. He eats about 8 cups a day. I'm thinking a couple of days ago he ate 9. But he's a card. And he doesn't have a mean bone in his body. I'm telling you right now. He's the sweetest dog, but he's big. He's really, and he doesn't know his own strength. So if he's jumping around, he can knock you over. I mean, he's knocked me over outside in the snow. He's if he jumps up on you, you're finished. I mean, he'll bring you down. His head comes up about here on me now. You see him? There he is. He's right here. He's going, here. What are you doing? You want this? Oh, you got your football. Now he's got his football. This is serious. This is really serious now. But anyway, yeah, I would say that Iger and Chapek might have. I don't have any proof, but watching these comments come in, it's the comments. It's not just the dislikes, it's the comments. Holy crap, there aren't any positive. There's some that could categorically be neutral, but they're just, most of them, 99% of them, are just nuking her. What does this tell you? Again, husband needs to take her aside and say, it's time for you to resign. Look at this. Look at this. Kathy, look. Everybody fails at something. This is the biggest failure, I think, in Hollywood history, but everybody does. It's not the fact that she's a woman. There's no reason why a woman couldn't do that job. I could do that job. Anna could do that job. Jessie could do that job. Mecca could do that job. Any one of us girls who love Star Wars could run Lucasfilm very well. But the reason simply is this. We love Lucasfilm. We have no problem with men. We understand where the fan base is because we're part of it. And we get what Lucas was trying to do. Okay. This is his football, by the way. Made in Vietnam, not in China. So we're happy with that. Here, you want it? Grab it. Good boy. It's just really, so it's not the fact that she's a woman. She's terrible at her job. She's terrible. She's never, stop it. You don't do that to me. She's never been able to understand it. You know, what are you doing? Hey, come on. What? Now he's looking at me like it's my fault. Whatever. Um, she's never been able to get what she was supposed to be doing. You understand what I'm saying? As a studio head, there's a huge difference between being just a producer of her magnitude, which was her and Frank with George, and I think there were some other people at different times. You know, Indiana Jones, and you know Steven Spielberg, where you know there were like 4 or 5 major names attached to a lot of these movies, and she was just one of them. So she went from being that person to suddenly being the queen bee of everything. And first off, she lets her ideology get ahead of her. All right. Second of all, she allows other people with no idea what they're doing to dictate what the content would be, because she didn't know anything about Star Wars. She just wanted it to be female centric. Well, it's Star Wars. It can't be female centric. You know, it's not like, you know, the old 1939 movie, which is actually a pretty good movie, with Joan Crawford, Norma Shearer, and others, called The Women. Good movie. Really good movie. They remade it, and it was just. It's not like that. That's female centric. The Star Wars is it's a fairy tale, but it encompasses a lot of mythos, Arthurian legends, Greco-Roman, Greco-Roman mythology, Norse mythology, a lot of Far Eastern mythology, American mythology. And what I mean by that is the mythology of the West, the Old West, Wyatt Earp, Johnny Ringo, Doc Holliday, Native American wars. I mean, when you watched The Mandalorian, the first episode of season 2, the Tusken Raiders are necessarily the Native Americans in this. And the Marshal and his little town, Mos Pelagos, is the settlers. It's like a watered down, really dreary version of Tombstone, Arizona. Ever been to Tombstone? I have. It's great. And you have to understand that. You have to understand it. And she didn't care. She didn't get it. The fact that the people that work for her, like Pablo Hidalgo, his dumb wife, Matt Martin, don't understand that the fans are more sophisticated than they are in this. It was a big, hey Brooks, what's going on? I've tried to email you a couple times. Get back to me, okay? I gotta get this. All right, you guys want to come downstairs with me? He wants to go outside. All right. So, anyway, you can't have someone who doesn't know what they're doing. And as far as I can tell, and I'm going to be brutally honest here, no one at Lucasfilm knew what they were doing. Disrespected the fans, didn't realize that the fans are more sophisticated than they are, and more sophisticated than they thought they were. We know the lore, we know the mythology, we own not just novels, we own the making of stuff. What I love about this dog is that when he's got to go outside now, he begs to go out, and he'll jump on the door, which is that rattling you heard. Yeah, smart boy. All right, go on. Don't get yourself in trouble. He's, I'm not following you. It's too cold out. Anyway, and that was one of the problems. Kennedy try to surround herself with people who understood Star Wars, who loved it. I mean, like I said, you know a man by his deeds. We know that Pablo Hidalgo doesn't love Star Wars. We know that Matt Martin doesn't. I mean, just watching the blasé attitude they have about their jobs. I mean, to me, I'd walk in and say, if you don't love it, if you don't love what you're doing, if you don't have a passion for what you're doing, then you can go. Because it's going to show up in your work, and your work has to be top notch to fix what's broken. And there we go. Okay, yep, I knew he had to go to the bathroom. He's dumping a Kathleen Kennedy right now. And it's just, yeah, here he comes. He comes running up here like a lion or a wolf chasing a moose. Come on, buddy. Good boy. I locked the door. But, you know, and she made those mistakes by allowing people who don't care about anything but, you know, their politics to tell her what to do. They're meeting quotas, they're political appointees, they're not good hires. You know, it was really funny. I was watching Michael Franzese today. If you're new here or just watching for the first time, I have a morbid intellectual curiosity about the mafia. Michael Franzese was a capo regime in the Colombo family. He got arrested for tax evasion for a gas scam. But what was interesting is the gas scam, basically what he did was he would sell gas cheaper than anybody else, but not pay the taxes on it. The reason why prices would get high in certain states, higher than most, is because you buy a gallon of gas, you might have 80 cents tax. Oh, you're right, Azaria. I saw your comment, by the way, on the Oscars thing, and I liked it. I can't find mine, though. Anyway, and he was talking about his review of The Godfather. And Godfather 2, Michael says to his niece's fiance that I'm going to paraphrase that the disdain of money is a trick the rich play so poor people won't get any. Now think about that. The disdain of intellectualism, of tradition, of mythology, is a trick that these phonies play. So, you know, these cultural icons won't grow and get better. All right, you understand? I'm going to use it that way. But, you know, I agree with him on that. I agree with him on that. And when you see the way the U.S. runs its government, you'll suddenly understand that the U.S. government's kind of like a mafia organization. It's a Ponzi scheme. Well, I tell you, this is, come on, you want to go upstairs? Come on. Come on, baby. Come on, upstairs, go. Come on, let's go. We'll come down and play later. Come on. So anyway, I mean, but I think maybe, just maybe, this is a lesson she needs to learn. That seeing these dislikes, I wonder if she even notices it. Will they take it down? I'm surprised they haven't done it yet.